All right. Let's have a day, people. The Ore Body Day to kick off the week. High volume strength day. Starting it out with a little split clean. Going from the floor. Working up to roughly 90%. And then we got some I think it's a snatch grip deadlift and landmine single leg RDLs, so should be a fun one. Again, it's week one, so mostly just getting a feel for everything, but get some good work in. Feeling pretty springy this morning. Knees are feeling good. They were a little run down last week, but just did some cardio yesterday, so let the body heal up a little bit. A little 36-hour fast. Just a nice little Sunday reset. And now we're back and dialed. All right. 45. Again, keeping these pretty light today. Last phase I went from a hang, but it's going from the floor this phase, so just want to get a good feel for the movement, get the technique dialed, and then we'll send it future weeks. All right. Let's get the form dialed, huh? Technique. Just gotta rack my chin a little bit. Ow, too powerful. Okay. Oops. That could be a problem. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Small jump here. 5 and 2.5. Let's get a band set up. Got some band assisted T-spine rotations. Great mobility variation. Where do I want to do them? Set up here. Man, that's hurting the thighs. Whew. Oh my gosh. Whew. Okay. Okay. We can get the other barbell out. Okay. First work set here, 160. All right. Forgot to mention, we'll get into talking about discipline between blocks. What is it really? Stick around to find out. Now watch this clean. Man, the thighs are torn up. Hurts. Man, just getting torn up. Okay. Gonna go. Oh my gosh. All right. 185. I need this for later. All right, let's get this T-spine. All right, going around the back shoulder. Slide out a little bit. Hand behind. We're opening up. Ah, good stuff. Okay. Can put a bumper on that. Snatch, grip, deadlift, next block. All right, set 2. Let's get a banger going. Why not? Boo, boo. This hurdle out. Okay. Set 2. One beautiful rep. Tucker out. Never stop. Freaking blackout. All right. Sheesh. Okay, 210. Okay, another set of T-spine. Let's get this out of the way. You get a little more resistance. All right. Ouch. Ah. Whew. Ah. Snatch grip deadlift, jumps. Oh my gosh. There we go. Wait. Should be a little more secure. Just get the neck popping up when I clean. I don't know why I do that. I was I think I saw a video when I was first getting into it to pretend you're doing a backflip. So I literally got my neck involved. Probably gonna come back to haunt me one day, but I'm still gonna send it. Let's get this bad boy on. You gotta go to school with it. Okay. All right. Hit a single here. Hopefully just a smooth, violent, beautiful rep all in one. Yeah. 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 Ah. Cookie dead, cookie dead, cookie dead, cookie dead. A little ugly, but we'll take it. Just need better elbows. Okay. Okay. 160, 185, 210. Left. Forward. Snatch grip, hurdle jumps, hip VR. All right. Set up for next block. Get into discipline a little bit. Talk about what it is. In my opinion, discipline is super easy day to day when you have a routine, but true discipline actually comes when things don't go according to plan, like, are you still able to stick to your habits, stick to what you say you're gonna do? It's easy to um, accomplish your goals, get done what you want to get done when you're well rested, when you have a open schedule for the day or week, or um, basically like when everything's going to plan, nothing crazy pops up. Um, when you have a set routine, everything goes according to plan. In my opinion, it's easy to stick to that routine, that schedule. But when when you're tired, when you're busy, when something unexpected happens, when you don't feel motivated, are you still able to be disciplined and get done the things you want to get done despite not being at your best or not having the best schedule? I think that's what true discipline is, and I've had to learn that the hard way. Um, and I'll get into that more, but basically, are you able, when poop hits the fan, are you able to do what you say you're going to do and stick to your habits? I think that's what discipline really is. So we'll get into more of that, more of how that shift kind of took place for me. After we rip some deadlifts. Man, my thighs are going to be bruised tomorrow. Gonna get dead. Snatch, grip, deadlift. Oh boy. What to throw on? Oh, let's just hit another 45. Get this bench out of the way. Alright. Hopefully this wasn't too big of a jump. We'll find out. Sheesh. Ow. Okay, let's just throw a 10 on. Ouch. Okay. All right. Probably go 3 reps here. Lateral jumps. Then from a 90-90, doing some hip external rotation. Let's get after it. All right. Ouch. Whew. Another 10. Ugh. Okay. Time to be an athlete. Just go a little lower. Let's just get used to the movement. All right, hip ER. All right. Love that variation. Throw a 10 on next set. All right, set 2. All right. Jumps. Jump, jump, jump. Athlete calling athlete. First one's scary. You get a little out of control, and then once you're in a rhythm, it's better. Just got to nail the transition between the first and second one there. All right, let's get this out of here. Oh, anything else I can set up? Dip drop. Side plank. Safety bar squat. I can get a safety bar out. And we'll wait on that. Trying to get that foot flat. Staying up tall. Good stuff. Okay, we get that out of there. Get a handle on. Okay. Get a banger going and rip this. Little rod wave. Okay. The song that put me on Rod Wave before he blew up. Popular Loner. Weight of the world on your shoulders. You got it. Hold on. Wild lifestyle. I don't get along with my peers. I'm at war with myself. Men and fighting demons. I'm up thinking last season. Ah! weight of the world on your shoulders. Hands getting torn up. It's a wild, wild lifestyle. Okay. Well, landmine RDL next. One of my favorites. Hit some more on discipline first. What discipline actually is, and me kind of figuring that out. Talked about how discipline is easy when you have a routine, everything goes according to plan, but true discipline is being able to do it when things don't go as planned or you're not feeling like it. And so that's something I've had to realize. I always thought I was a pretty disciplined person until I realized that when things got out of routine, like if I had some sort of inconvenience pop up in the schedule or didn't sleep well or just feeling tired or sluggish a given day, it wasn't as good as doing the things I said I was going to do or sticking to my routine or my daily habits. So I kind of learned the hard way that, when that minor inconvenience pops up or schedule gets altered a little bit, are you able to still get those things done? And this doesn't mean it has to look perfect. It's not going to look perfect if the conditions aren't like normal, but that doesn't mean you can't still get, quality work in, whether that's, if you can't work out as long, can you still show up and get some work done instead of not showing up at all? Or I think that's just one example. And so now I try to not let my habits or my discipline be affected by my feelings or my motivation, because those things can kind of be all over the place for humans, and so those things are never going to be consistent. But can you still find a way to get good work in, to still get things done when conditions are optimal? So I think I've built true discipline by practicing that more. Especially when I was working in college, life on the road, life is rarely optimal. Travel schedule's hectic, eating schedule's hectic, and so still finding a way to get exercise in, to eat somewhat healthy, still get my work done, whatever that looks like. Still being able to get that done on the road, that was a huge lesson for me and something I've been able to carry with me, even though now I have more of a routine. It's just shifted my perspective on what discipline is. And so now when those inconveniences pop up, when the schedule gets altered, don't even flinch, don't even complain, don't get negative. Just say, all right, this is what we're dealing with. This is a card we're dealt. So how can I make the most of this and still get done the things I want to get done? So I think that's a good lesson that I've learned on what discipline actually looks like. So get into some practical steps with that, being more disciplined after this next block. So stick around. Gonna send some good old landmine, single leg RDLs. It's a wild lifestyle. I don't get along with my peers. I'm at war with myself. All right. Okay. Another warm up. And we'll send it. All right. Okay. Depth drop, broad jump. Where to do these? I will set that up later. All right. Let's send it. Kept it at 3 today. Keep it smooth. Okay. Let's just move this out here. More space out here. I'm just worried I'm gonna slip. All right, nice and smooth. Ah. All right, let's see how these go. Yeah, that's sketchy. That's not the move. Okay. Let's try something. Let's try this out. Oh boy. Should work. Gosh, these are scary. Let's see if this works. Right? That'll work, that'll work. All right, got a weird one. Side plank, high hip abduction. Ooh, I kind of like that. Like that a lot. it's fun. Right. Ugh. Wow, I used. Ooh, national championship tonight. Who's everyone got? I got Florida personally. Mr. Walter Clayton's a dog. Should be a good one though. Houston's got some dudes. Felt better than the first set. Woo! Throw another 10 on. Oh, man. Feel good, but take it out of you. Alright. Whoop! That was scary. Up and out. Okay. Show a little different angle for these. Great variation for the hips. Oh, that's awesome. Ah! All right. Last set of RDLs. Get this out of here. Now let's do the other side. 3 plates, 2 10s. Let's get after it. Woo. Good stuff. Oh, man. $35, $45, 3, 3, 3. Okay. One more block. One more block. Last piece on discipline. Discipline, discipline. Discipline. So it's again, in my opinion, it's easy to be disciplined when you have a routine, and routines are great. I love having a routine and kind of having either the day or the week mapped out. I think it's good to go into it with a plan. Um, but in my opinion, when that's in place, it's easy to stick to it. But are you able to, when that daily or weekly routine gets disrupted, some sort of inconvenience comes up, you're sick, um, unmotivated, how do you respond when things don't go according to plan? Are you able to actually be disciplined through that? And so I think you need to decide, what non-negotiables do you have that basically, regardless of what happens that day, that you're going to get done. So for me, that's reading the Bible, exercising, um, maybe some tasks that I write down for that day that I know I need to get done. So decide what those non-negotiables are, and that can be things you're doing every day as part of your routine, or maybe it's something specific you need to get done that day regardless of what the day brings. So figure out those non-negotiables, and then you might have to sacrifice those things that are less important just to make sure you're getting done what you need to. So figure out those non-negotiables, and then don't be ruled by your feelings or motivation, because again, those are both temporary. They're always going to fluctuate. But discipline is showing up and getting things done regardless of how you feel that day, how motivated you are that day. It's stacking days regardless of what's going on around you or even what's going on inside of you. And I mean, those days that you don't feel like it are the days that define you and define how disciplined you truly are. What are you able to get done when you're not feeling your best? Everyone's great when they're at 100%, when everything goes according to plan. But how disciplined, how dialed in are you even when things don't go well, you're not feeling it, schedule gets ruined? Can you dial in and get done the things you need to get done and not make excuses? I think that's what true discipline is. So identify those things, identify those non-negotiables, and just ask yourself, are you disciplined when things are going great, or are you able to be disciplined in times of trial or busyness as well? And then maybe you need to look in the mirror and figure out whether or not you truly are disciplined. So that's kind of how I see it, but just a good way to self-reflect and see where you're at. Last block. Bada bing, bada boom. Landmine. Goblet squat. Safety bar. Bent knee calf raises. Fun little variation. And what else? What else? I probably need to face this way. Let's take this off. Okay. It's kind of a weird angle. I'm gonna have to figure those out a little bit. Okay. These are gonna be fun. Ooh, I like those. Oh, brother. All right. Let's throw 5 zone safety bar. All right. Set to. See if we can figure these goblet squats out. Should I slide further in or further? Try further back. I like that a little better. Okay. Get these calf raises. Okay, let's get this out of here. Okay. Ah. Take that off. It's coming to put the lights in. Alright, let's throw a 5 on. Maybe push the depth a little bit. Good stuff. Good day, man. Good start to the phase for this day. Back at it with upper body tomorrow. Little speed day. Should be a good time. That's all we got today. Thanks for tuning in. Till next